Sydney Sweeney launched her Siren brand. So I I will
Yeah.
admit that at first I thought that was Stern and then
Same,
realized it was
same girl.
Siren, right? So I thought that that was a miss because people shouldn't question what the name of your
Nope.
lingerie brand is. The other thing I thought was a miss was the color and branding that they created around like the logo. The green they chose does not scream a sexy siren to me.
No, it screams health food company.
I saw a tweet go viral that was like,
Yeah.
this screams, like sweet green or like health
Yep.
company, salad bowl company,
Right. Salad,
instead
green
of
juice, like best
exactly.
juicery kind of vibe. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, literally all those colors. I mean, all those
Yep.
brands have that a similar logo, right? So the fact that they didn't go with something that would, let the brand would scream more like Sydney Sweeney or
Yeah.
Siren didn't make
Yeah.
sense to me. They could have gone with something more like, sexy, mermaid vibes, which I assume is
Yeah.
why they chose green. But that's not the green that I would say I most align with mermaids
No.
or the ocean or
No.
sirens. And it's funny because it's like sirens are going to be a very big thing this year because of Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey, right?
Yep,
Like that's
for
a
sure.
huge bit of the journey that Odysseus takes. So
Yep.
it could have really hit on that. So one thing that I saw coming across was that a lot of women were saying like, girl, your own bras don't even fit you right. Why would I trust you to like,
That's a good point.
sell bras to me, or to like know
Yeah.
about sizing and stuff like that. So that's
Yeah.
something also to like consider. And then obviously all the other brand dings like
Yeah.
Cosmo, they again asked her, oh, like, would you ever say about your politics? And she's like, art and politics should be completely different things. And it's just
Yeah.
like, are you not workshopping these answers
Who is
with
giving you this
anybody?
information? Who?
Yeah. Um, and I just think the bigger lesson here is that there are cultural things happening in the world that if you are not going to address, you need to
Yeah.
come up with a better response for why you don't want to answer that. And
Yes.
it's not about giving people attitude and it's not about clapping back.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it kind of goes back to this Monsters Inc. like marketing, which is you better be bringing joy or you better be humorous about it. And all of her
Yeah.
answers have not been either one of
No.
those. So instead, she's just pissing off her potential
Yeah.
audience,
Yeah.
and then not making either side happy. So the
Yeah.
bigger thing here is who are you selling to? I don't think she knows
Honestly,
that.
I don't think she knows that. I think that she has this like detached, aloof quality that she's like been portraying. I don't know if she's like that in real life,
Hmm.
obviously, but I think like that ties into her brand with her new launch because everything just feels kind of detached. Like if the
Hmm.
first thing that you're getting from like a new brand launch like that is, huh? Or what? Or why? I think just it's very hard to change that perception of like who
Mm.
you are and what you stand for. And I think that kind of will bleed into like the overall image of this kind of lingerie brand too,
Hmm.
right? It's like what do you think when you look at it? Like when you see Fenty, a lot of people are like, oh, it's inclusive, right? Like so many sizes,
Hmm.
like things like that. And it's like, what is the impression that this brand is giving? You can't tell what she stands for, right? I think one of their her taglines is like um lingerie you wear for you, like no explanation, no apology. But that like I think the no explanation, no apology is tying in from what you said of like she doesn't want to explain or be apologetic. Like this is just who she is. And I think that was like the thought that kind of went into some of the branding here as well.
Yeah, I do want to say that I saw two completely different responses based on men
Yeah.
and women, right? I saw
I mean,
a lot of men and like male marketers say, oh, this is going to be like super popular with women because like, she's got like
yeah,
a great body. What a great rollout. What a great like branding, blah, blah.
yeah,
And then I saw
yeah.
women being like, who is this for? Like,
For
what is the like, branding? What is the, like play
yeah,
here?
yeah.
Or I saw the opposite from, a couple men then came out saying that, it's actually not going to do well because women hate her
Right.
because they're
Right.
jealous of her. And I'm like, okay,
Mm,
that's like not at
that's not
all,
it.
you know?
No.
It's part of, yeah, I mean, going back to like the female marketers asking like who is the target user here?
Right.
Who is the ICP? And I don't think she
Right.
knows that. I think she's just trying to be like, I'm the hot it girl, like everybody would want to wear like my lingerie because my boobs look good. I guess if we go back to the way that Victoria's Secret used to, you know, do it,
Right.
I think it was who was it? Was it Rode that did new ads that like were reminiscent of old like Victoria's Secret ads. Nostalgia play could have worked because nostalgia is super in right now. You know,
Yeah.
the aughts, the 90s, you know, super in right now. So
Yeah.
that could have like worked, but it's like it was none of those things. So it just kind of was meh in between for me.
I think if you're
Mm,
trying to be like that era of lingerie ads, I think a lot of millennial women or whoever her target audience is now don't look very fondly upon that era of ads where like it wasn't very inclusive, it wasn't very joyful, it was more like I don't know, comparative and kind of pitting women against each other or that kind of energy. So the thing is the fact that we're talking about this for like 5 minutes now and we still don't know what the brand is about, it doesn't like tell you
mhm.
everything because we're still trying to figure it out. We're like, what was the thought behind this, right? And it,
Yeah.
it shouldn't take this much time to figure that out.
Very true.
Yeah.
All I know is that I am not the target consumer. So
No, no, do not mess with
awesome.
me.